Hey folks, Chef Jesse here on a Wednesday evening. So what are we doing here today? Well, we sort of been around the globe, right? We went to Italy for 2 days, right? We had Italian food for 2 days, and then we had Mexican style. We had fajitas yesterday, so we were in Mexico, and today we're going to, I guess, to Puerto Rico or any of the Latino countries, let's say, right? What we're having here today is belly, pork belly, fried pork belly meat. Okay, it's also big in the Asian community. I actually looked into it, and the Asians love this stuff, and they actually sell it in their markets, pork belly. And when I went on the on Google on YouTube, I seen a bunch of videos, and a lot of them are Asian style pork belly. So anyway, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? So anyway, what I'm gonna do, what I'm doing here, I'm gonna fry up the pieces of meat that's been marinating since yesterday, and I'm gonna make it with some green plantains, tostones, and some Maduros, yellow plantains. Okay, so Gilbert likes the yellow ones. I like the green ones. Okay, and the green ones I like to eat them with garlic. So what I'm doing, I'm making a garlic sauce, sort of a garlic marinade, or give or take. And I'm using my little food processor here. Let me show you. My mother gave me this. One of the many gadgets that my mother had around and never used. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting garlic here. I'm using a whole head of garlic. And then I'm going to spin this around in my my little fruit chopper there. And I'm going to put some oil and some other stuff and some secret ingredients. And make what they call a mojito, which is made from garlic, and this is stuff is put on the plantains. It gives it, and on the meat itself too. It gives a nice flavor. It's good. It's garlicky. Oh man, it's good. So I think that should be enough garlic. Let's see. Do I have any more? I got a bunch of other garlic. I just bought a bunch of garlic, but I'm going to use that. So I'm going to spin that around in my food processor. And then let's see, I want to get these little pieces of garlic in here. So then I'm going to start frying my meat. Okay, I got my meat in the fridge. And the only problem with this meat is that it pops a lot because it's got the fat, and it pops all over the place. So you got to use a deep kind of pot to fry, because you're going to get a lot of jumping around. I hope that I have a screen. I have a screen, and I think I have it. I haven't thrown it away to put a screen on top, because it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop all over the place, and that's the only thing. And it splatters, it pops. Oh my God! But it's good stuff. It's good stuff, and you eat it with garlic, and And the last time we ate this was I don't even remember. So it's not like we eat this stuff all the time. So, I know people right away are concerned about, pork fat is not good for you. It's not, but you know what? Once in a while, and like I said, I don't even remember the last time I made this. So it's got to be a long time ago. Probably last year. I think it was. So anyway, it's pork meat, just like pork chops. It's the same thing. The only thing, it's got a little bit of fat on top of it, which hopefully becomes crunchy. That's the whole object. Sometimes it comes out crunchy, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see what happens. Okay. Let me take this to the plug. I don't have a plug on this side of the kitchen, because some idiot who designed this kitchen. So I gotta get an electrician to hook up power to this side of the kitchen. So let me go to the other side of the kitchen, which is not far, and chop this up, okay? Oh man, the smell of this garlic is delicious. Ooh. The more you grind the garlic, the more zest, the more powerful it becomes. If you really grind it down like to a paste, it's going to be very, very spicy, very hot. Okay, it's going to be hot. Okay, so I'm going to put that in a cup. I'm going to mix up some ingredients, my secret ingredients I can't show you, and I'll be right back. Okay, folks, so first of all, I'm going to peel my plantains. Now, you guys are probably, I don't know if you've seen me peeled plantains before, but just in case you haven't, I'm going to show you once again. So once again, I got 2 plantains there, which should be enough for the plata. It's just the same way I make the mofongo. I use the green plantain, okay? And you got to make sure that they're nice and green. They're green, not in green, not in between, okay? Okay. So with these things, when they ripen up, they turn yellow, and then they get real sweet, and then those are the ones we call Maduros. Most people go to restaurants when they ask for Maduros because they don't know any better. But these are good. These are good also. They have a distinctive taste. Kind of bland. You gotta add salt to them and garlic, and that's why I prepared that garlic juice, that garlic gravy that I just made, and I'm gonna show you how that turned out at the table when I take all this stuff to the table. So you peel these up like this, okay? And once you get the hang of it, I don't know who taught me how to do these. I don't remember how the hell I learned how to peel plantain, but I don't remember how I started cooking. Actually, when I moved, the first time I left my parents' place, and I moved to Jersey, I started experimenting in the kitchen. And I started cooking things. And this was before YouTube and, the old-fashioned way. You had to look through cookbooks. But I started, I started to learn, and I started seeing people doing it, and I started to cook. And I fell in love with the kitchen. And then, of course, YouTube came around and all that stuff. But, I only use YouTube to reference. I have an idea how I cook stuff. But once in a while, you reference it. So sometimes I want to make sure. I want to double check, or I want to make sure how, different way. So I look up on YouTube. Nothing wrong with that, right? And, there's no more well, there are cookbooks, but nobody uses a cookbook. Come on, but that's the way I started cooking. And through the years, I've learned different things and looked it up. And usually stuff comes out. Usually stuff, not to blow wind up my own, but usually the first time I do something, it comes out nice. So anyway, I'm gonna cook these about an inch, okay? Because I'm gonna fry these and then I'm gonna smash them and then fry them again. So the object here is to, I will cut my finger. The object here is to cut these things, and then you have a plantain things to make tostones, and you smash them, and then you fry them again. Okay. But the object of this stuff is to put them in water, brine them. That's what you call them, briming them. And I'm going to brine these. I'm going to put water in them and some salt, a couple of teaspoons of salt, and I'm going to leave them to the side when I'm ready to fry them. Because I'm going to fry the meat first. The meat takes a while. It's kind of messy. It splatters all over the place. You can't cover it with a cover. And I thought I had a screen. Cover, but I don't. I had one. I actually had 2, and I must have got rid of them. I think I remember getting rid of one. I don't know what happened to the other one, but they get old and greasy, and they get smelly. So I got rid of them, and I said to myself, I'll buy another one. Now here it is. I need one, and I don't have one. So I don't have one. Anyway, it's gonna splatter. What are you gonna do? So put these to the side with the salt water. Right? Let the water brine them, season them up. Put that to the side. Now for the main attraction is, there goes my meat. Look at that. There goes my meat. Okay, let's turn on the light here. And we are going to get this nice and hot, and we're gonna fry this in batches. I don't want to throw this whole thing in there. I want to fry it in batches. And this way, hopefully, it get crispy. That's the object, to get the skin crispy. So let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so you got meat here in the bottom. Right? This is meat. You got meat over here, and then you got this pork back. And this is the part that everybody likes, that gets nice and crunchy. And that's the object. Sometimes you gotta know how to fry these things, because if not, they won't come out crunchy, and then you lose the touch. That's the object. To bite into these crunchy chunks of meat. Okay. Now, I saw a recipe where you boil this for 1 hour, and then you dry it and you leave it overnight and fry it. Well, guess what? I just saw that I don't have time to boil this, obviously, but the next time I'll try it that way. He said to boil it. I'm not in the middle of Madison Square Garden. I'm at home. So I boil this, and then I will, and then I fry it the next day. But that's one recipe that I found on YouTube. But I'm gonna hope for the best, and I'm gonna fry these up, and whichever way they come out, we gotta eat it. I mean, it's dinner. What are you gonna do? So let me see. I'm still looking. I'm still of hope that I have that netting, but I don't think because it would have been done. Matter of fact, I got a light underneath the right thing there, and I just found it on the floor. It just fell off. Look at that. That explains why my light in my... Okay. That explains why my light is not working. Whatever the hell this thing is. And, I don't know, I bought this contraction for light for underneath the sink. And it's not working. Maybe the battery's out. I don't know. I'm not an electrician. I'm a chef and comedian. We went to hell with it. So anyway, we're gonna get this nice and hot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a shirt because you see I have a wife beater on, and I don't want to get burned. So I'm gonna go to the room and put on a shirt, so in case this thing splatters, it doesn't get on me. Okay, so give me a second. Let me go get it. Okay, so I put on a t-shirt. So most of my body is covered up except my arms, but because this thing splatters, and it, that's part of the cooking. These things splatters, and then you gotta clean the kitchen and everything. But anyway, this kitchen is gonna be soon under renovation. It's gonna go. This is like a beige, ugly, yellowish color, and it's due. This hasn't been painted in maybe 4 or 5 years. It's overdue. The walls are gonna be white. The cabinets are going to be a gray, very light gray, and the floor's already been done. The floor is wood, well, it looks like wood. It's a wood-like foam, which is nice when I'm cooking because it has that. It gives. So the floor is a special floor, it puts it like a mat, and it looks like wooden floor, and it's nice because you can replace pieces as they get bad. You can replace pieces, and there's no major work, and it's not that expensive. So there's a lot of work that has to be done here. I built a shelf. There's stuff all over the place. I want this place to be a little bit more organized, and it's a little kitchen, and I work miracles. So I got to be comfortable in this kitchen. So we'll make it happen. It's gonna take time. I'm retired now, so I sat here last night like an engineer, drawing up blueprints in my head of how it's gonna look and what to do and it's kind of expensive, the paint and all that stuff. And the bathroom alone was a couple $100, believe it or not. The bathroom was a little bit, ran me at least $400 to $500, that little bathroom, between paint and tiles and accessories and all kind of other stuff. It's expensive. But I got my apartment. I painted it. We got the apartment painted like a nice greenish mint color, white trimming. The living room is like a ocean blue. The bathroom is of course white and black, and the kitchen's gonna be white and gray. So it's all different kind of colors, and you gotta make where you're at. You gotta make it as comfortable as possible because this is your home. Matter of fact, today I scrubbed the floor. I took the old wax. It had layers of wax, and I've been scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. I put this wax removal and stuff in. It's looking good. I still gotta scrub some more, and then I'm gonna wax the floor. So anyway. I was just talking, keep you busy, because I'm waiting for my oil to get hot. Watch. As I drop this in there, it's gonna fry up. Oh. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna drop them. I'm going to drop them easily in, like so. We're gonna see. Oh, look at that. There you go. So you see that it's getting fried. Oh, look at that. Ooh. So it's not splattering yet. It's gonna start splattering in a little while when it gets real cooked. But right now, that's why I'm using this deep aluminum pot. So the regular cast iron skillet that I usually fry will not do. So you gotta do this. So I'm gonna take these out when they fry. I'm gonna take them, put them to the side, and I'm gonna start frying the plantains. And then we should be at the table in no time. Okay. So folks, so then now it's getting to, it's starting to pop. And I went to the living room and I came back and, but I gotta get this meat out of here before I start to burn. So now it's starting to pop. And hopefully it's done. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, folks, so I cleaned up the oil. My meat is done. I'm gonna start frying my yellow plantains first, because those can hang on, and then the green plantains afterwards. Okay, folks, so I got my my yellow my Maduros in there frying up, and then in a few minutes I'm gonna start frying up my excuse me, my green plantains. Okay, so now we're gonna start frying the green plantains. Ooh, be careful, don't burn yourself, ladies. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. If you're scared of getting burned, you're not a chef. Goes with the territory. There you go. Okay. Okay, let's start washing this stuff, and then we're gonna take these out. These are gonna be fried to the semi-crispy. Then I have this device here. It's gonna smash them, and then we're gonna go to the table right after this. So, folks, as soon as these things are fried, and they're halfway fried, they being deep fried, I'm gonna take them, smash them, and fry them again. And then my meat is in the oven. It's taking glowing. My yellow Maduros, and then we're gonna go to the table in a few minutes. Okay, so wait a few minutes. So folks, we're gonna start smashing these because these are almost done. I'm gonna look at the ones that are mostly done, and I'll put it into my device here. Oh, look at that, see? And then carefully drop it back in there. We're gonna double fry it. These things have to be double fried. And we smash it, pick it up, drop it in. Okay. Smash it. You can get this device in bodegas. They sell these in 99-cent store in Chinatown. I live near Chinatown, so they have all these contraptions. If not, you can smash it with a plate to the bottom of like a bottle, a jar, or you can smash it with like a big meat cleaver. I have a meat cleaver that like the Chinese do at in the greasy joint in the corner. Yeah. Look at these. And then you fry them up a second time till they're nice and crispy. And these are the tostones. And tostone, the word from tostadas, which means to toast. Right? Did I get that right? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Tostadas, toast. Yeah. So I guess the tostones get the word from toast. Tostones. I'm pretty sure this is a traditional Latin Indian, whatever you call it, dino dish that they came up with. Okay. And okay, there we go. I'm gonna fry these up again. Yeah, look at that, coming out nice. Yeah. Oh, look at those tostones. They're nice and golden. And they're ready to be got. I like to take it and drain them out. So I got a bowl here with a paper towels. I like to drain them from the excessive oil. Okay. And they look like they're done. I'm just going to take them. Make sure they're nice and crispy. And they are. And we're going to start taking them out of the oil here. We're going to drain them. There we go. Now these tostones, somebody asked me if you can do this in the air fryer. I don't think you can do tostones in the air fryer. Some things you just can't do in the air fryer. Just, you know, I don't know. I think it'd be good. Somebody I know tried it, and they said it was horrible. So, okay, so I'm gonna let those drain for a little while, and we're gonna go to the table. So folks, let's go to the table. So folks, we're at the table. What we did today was it's a Latin dish. And this whole week we've been like, we had 2 days of Italian American, we had pasta, we had Italian sausages. For 2 days we had Italian, right? And then yesterday we had Mexican. Today we're having Latino or Puerto Rican. This is mostly Puerto Rican restaurants that you find this fried meat, pork belly, nice and fine and crispy. And then the Maduros, which are green plantains. When they ripen, they turn yellow and they turn sweeter. And then I have the green ones that have a little bit of a bland taste, but you put salt and garlic on it and they taste delicious. And it's the same way you make them fungo. You just fry them and smash them up. So anyway, the object of this is getting the crispy skin on top nice and crispy. Some of it is crispy, some of it is not, but hey, we're gonna have to, I didn't want to burn them. And it's a pain in the butt to fry these things because you gotta deep fry and the oil gets all over the place. I don't think you could, the fried meat actually, you can probably do it in the, there's recipes that people do it on the air fryer, but I don't trust it. And the plantains definitely not. The meat could be done in the air fryer. I think I tried it once, but it doesn't get that consistency, you know, that texture. So anyway, so here we are. So that's what we're having today. Tomorrow I'm taking a break from the kitchen. I have a lot of things to do tomorrow in the Bronx. I'm gonna go get my car. It's getting hot, so I gotta get my air conditioning in the car serviced, and I have to get an inspection. It's a pain about that inspection thing every year. And then I'm gonna hang out in the Bronx and kill some time, and then I got some business to attend to. Some community service paperwork that I gotta do. So let's turn around and I'll show you. So there goes the plantains. And there's like this is the meat here. Okay. And if you go to like a Latino restaurant and you ask for fried pork meat, this is what they'll give you. And they usually give you a salad with it, but I thought we had lettuce, and then we didn't have lettuce. We had tomatoes. So usually they'll serve it to you in the plate and it's real nice with lettuce and tomatoes. They're real nice, but we didn't the lettuce. I thought we had lettuce. We got tomatoes. Anyway, so this is it. It's a Latin dish, and it looks, the whole house. The house smells like a restaurant. Because earlier I was frying these alcapurrias, if you remember, that I made the other day. I was frying them for my friends, my friends outside, my old friends. So I was frying them. It's been like a restaurant all day in this apartment. Hopefully, I got the window open, and by the time we go to sleep, you know, the place will smell back to whatever normal smells like. But yeah, it's been a lot of frying today in this house. Yeah, like I took my cholesterol medication. Actually, actually, if you eat a lot of oats, oatmeal, and farine and stuff like that, it's good for cholesterol. Like my father, who lasted to 96, the man was like a bull, had cholesterol. He started eating oatmeal, went down. He had diabetes, it went away. He had prostate cancer, it went, you know, he got cured. The man was on ox. You know, he lived to be 96, and his heart just gave out, you know, and you know, it's like, I don't want to make a joke out of it. It's like a battle, you know. That's it. But you know, he lived a long life, but the thing is, you know, just as, that there's certain foods that help you. They really do. And oatmeal is very good for if you have high cholesterol. So let me try this meat. The tip of it seems crunchy. Putting the garlic on the plátanos, because we'll put garlic on the meat as well, and give it a nice click. For some reason when I made this, I just started it. I remember, you know, I'm thinking of things that we haven't had in a while, and one thing that maybe next week, chicharrón de pollo. Everybody knows that you go to this restaurant, you know, even the American people call it a restaurant, they go, chicharrón de pollo, you know. No, it's fried pieces of chicken, meal fried deep, double fried, and served with plantains, and some people serve it with other things. But yeah, and actually you see it a lot in the Dominican restaurants. So I don't know the origin, if it's a Puerto Rican dish, if it's a Dominican dish. I see it a lot in Dominican chicharrón de pollo. So I'll have to do some background check on that. But it's good stuff. The meat is good. I thought it was gonna dry up too much in the house. That's why I'm scared of overcooking it. The skin is not. Some of it is hard, you know. But hey, it's good though. Let's try what it's just started with the garlic. Perfect. So, right, folks, then we got tomorrow. I guess I'm going to the Bronx. But we'll be back Friday with hopefully something new, something that we haven't had in a while, or something. We'll think of something. Love you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Watch my videos on Cooking with Uncle Jesse. It's there. I've been posting it on, after I post it on Facebook, I also put it on YouTube. And you get some ideas. You enjoy the cooking, you'll see it. If anything, you enjoy my humor. There's Cooking with Humor. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Friday.